So far, the only casualty of day one was that the spice rack fell down. It was secured by double-sided tape from the manufacturer. This has been replaced with screws. So I guess the old saying that the best glue is a screw still holds true. The first job of the day is to fill up with fuel. Petrol and diesel in New Zealand is quite expensive, being between $2.50 and $2.70 New Zealand dollars a litre for 91 octane. Diesel was a similar cost and is adding to the current cost of living crisis in New Zealand. Today our endpoint is Waihi Beach. We are stopping to do walks in the Karangaheke Gorge and stopping in Waihi town. The remains of the Talisman powerhouse are located on the banks of the Waihi River, just below where it joins with the Waitawhita River, and is at the western end of the Karangaheke Historic Walkway. The powerhouse remains consist of steel stanchions and concrete footings which supported the machinery and walls of a building over an area of about 30 by 20 metres. These are the remains of the Woodstock battery, where quartz rock was crushed for further processing. Gold mining was one of the major extractive industries last century and made a substantial, albeit varying, contribution to national export receipts until about the beginning of World War I. Broadly speaking, goldfields were either alluvial or quartz. The former, such as the early finds in central Otago in the early 1860s, were poor man's fields, where substantial capital was not required. The Hauraki and Coromandel fields were quartz mining areas, which required major capital investment. Here you can see us wandering around what was the cyanide ponds and furnace of the site. Gold and silver at Karangaheke was generally difficult to extract because it was combined with other minerals. Even the gold-bearing rock was not easily mined, and there was little gold which could be panned, none of commercial value. The recovery rate from the early batteries such as the Hauraki and Ivanhoe was very low, often only 40 to 50%. The value of gold and silver washed down the river with the waste crushed rocks or tailings was as high as £3 per tonne, and in 1880s £3 was a lot of money to lose in each tonne of rock mined. Hence the constructions here. A 2.5 kilometre loop takes you through a kilometre long rail tunnel. Here is the entrance, and inside lighting is provided, but a torch is recommended. Once through the tunnel, you walk along the gorgeous river edge and through the remains of 19th century mine buildings. These sections of this track are used by walkers and cyclists, so remember to share with care.
Oh, like we are halfway now, honey. We are fast, but look like halfway. Look. Yeah? Spin chùm nè.
Now it is time to continue our drive through the gorge towards Waihi. The drive is windy but very picturesque. So behind me is the historic Waihi Cornish pump house, which was built in 1903 to house steam engines and pumping equipment to dewater the historic underground Martha mine in Waihi. In 2006, in an acclaimed feat of engineering, the Cornish pump house was relocated almost 300 metres from its original site. With plenty of walking and exploring done for the day, it was time to go check out our campsite at Waihi Beach. This time it was truly free and was located just behind the sand dunes, which made the walk to the beach less than a minute. We had a really nice time here. It was peaceful and quiet, whereas the stop in Paeroa had considerable road noise all night. That's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share, and join us next time.